Greetings, I'm Robert Santiago, studio lead and creative director at Hypostatic Studios, and we Hypostatic humans have been working for the past 4 years alongside Magic Spell Studios to create A Perfect Year, an educational entertainment product that allows users to explore quantum superfluids, Grecian mathematics, human biology, psychology, and theology, and many popular STEM subjects while melding minds with their friends online in order to perfect humanity. Hypostatic Studios is an educational entertainment enterprise that has utilized the Unreal Engine in order to create an online interactive intellectual social experiment named A Perfect Year. The game takes place in the year 8128, the last perfect number discovered by the ancient Greeks. During this year, a futuristic society is attempting to perfect humanity by summating the individual positive factors of human minds, exactly like the summation of perfect numbers. The ancient Greeks believed that the brain was a water storage device, and in the future this idea becomes a metaphorical reality, as scientists are presently able to store a petabyte of data inside a gram of DNA inside a drop of water. The futuristic society uses this technology to turn all remaining minds into water memory, where each player's internal information is liquefied and stored inside of an immortal Greek statue cyborg that acts as their online avatar. Here in the cognitive dissonance chamber, the player's water memory is broken down into a quantum superfluid. When helium is cooled to absolute zero, the individual subatomic particles begin to coalesce into a singular wave entity, serving as the basis of our game's mind-melding technology. Superfluids display many mystifying properties, such as the disobeying of gravity and uniquely clockwork exponential data exchange patterns. Also, when certain frequencies are pulsed into a superfluid, the particles align into a strange double helix-like pattern similar to human DNA. We have gamified these amazing scientific facts into an interactive dialogue system wherein the speech of the different interacting players is saved into the astral arc of the prosopon, an AI quantum supercomputer of intellectual information. In order to make our game accessible to players of multiple gameplay genres, alternative learners, and interdisciplinary educators, we have split our core free-to-play product into several paid downloadable releases, which shall be unleashed over the course of the 4 celestial seasons of A Perfect Year, much like current successful Netflix TV shows. For our first water memory world, we collaborated with prominent psychologists at RIT in order to create the psychopathic psyche, wherein the player is called to meld minds with a narcissistic psychopath who has created a web of mental illness within themselves in order to dominate the minds of other players. Our team conducted an interview with an on-campus psychology professor who was serendipitously also a gamer themselves, and they helped us to gamify 4 distinct mental illness groups into a singular interactive world. The player acts as a disassociated entity trying to make their way back into their mortal form. And along the way, they must traverse the 4 aortal valves of the psychopath's blackened heart, each complete with a viscera vista that explores aspects of abnormal psychology, detailing symptoms of schizophrenia, disassociation, anxiety, and many other identity and mood disorders. We hope to share the imperative research that is being conducted into experimental effective treatments for these conditions via our informative gameplay systems, allowing for users to share their experiences while exploring different treatment options and their unique benefits and detriments. Our primary gameplay system is completely customizable and allows for a personalized user experience existing in a spectrum between Dark Souls, hack and slash action, and Final Fantasy or Undertale-esque turn-based dialogue systems. The players will explore the internal worlds of different internal effigies, which each store interesting information about different scientific facts related to human physiology and evolution. Here we can see one of our many educational minigames, the synaptic junction puzzle, where you act as an invasive thought inside of the synaptic pathways of your opponent's psyche. The player can light up synaptic pathways with electricity to find their way through their adversary's mind, completing interspersed synaptic junction puzzles where you must guide neurotransmitters into their correct neuroreceptor in a unique interactive puzzle which gamifies brain chemistry. One of our most exciting water memory worlds is the Ocean of Agape, a sonoluminescent sea, which we are developing in coordination with the National Science Foundation at Cornell and Rutgers University. This level focuses on the phenomenon of sonoluminescence, which allows a pistol shrimp to clap its claws at a frequency that causes water to implode into a light approaching the heat of our sun. By storing the audio files of music from different sonic creators, the player can engage in a Dance Dance Revolution style minigame where the cracking of their bones in a dance creates sonoluminescent light that gives power to the musician of their choosing. Such fun and engaging gameplay systems will allow us to act as a digital showcase and platform for the empowerment of digital artists, musicians, scientists, and educational creators. During my final year at RIT, I conducted a senior capstone project focusing on the theme of educational entertainment entrepreneurship, where I worked with the Simone Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship under our digital business mentor and project supervisor, Dana Walcott. For my capstone project, I conducted various customer discovery interviews with Vanguard STEM professors, scientists, and students at RIT, diving deep into our target market's creative desires and practical needs while identifying a core user base and product market fit for a perfect year. Over the course of this customer discovery process, I developed an extensive business model canvas, investor pitch deck, and displayed various business presentations at VentureBeat's GamesBeat 2020 and the Dutch Game Garden's Indigo International Game Development Conference, all while finding future product purchasers, powerful industry innovators and investors, and future contributors to our rising multimedia empire. As studio lead, I engaged in Cornell University's NSF I-Corps program, interviewed leading STEM experts, and documented the educational impact of our digital products. And between these entrepreneurial endeavors, I was able to synthesize a 50-page capstone product paper detailing the extensive research, development, and networking experiences conducted over my 5 years at the Rochester Institute of Technology. I would like to take the time to thank our many Hypostatic collaborators, including Eloise Oizon, the undergraduate program coordinator of RIT's School of Interactive Games and Media, Rick Scott, adjunct professor of interactive media design and microbeat composer for A Perfect Year, studio co-founders Pedro de la Quadra, Brendan Watts, and Samuel Leibowitz Lord, and Magic Spell Studios faculty including Jennifer Dubrava Hinton and Brenda Schlageter. I would also like to thank student teammates including Jeremiah Camacho, Peter Lockhart, Matthew Turkmanovitz, Andrew Dillon, Matthew Dieselman, Chris Hipkins, Gavin Kierstead, Zachary Bishop, Matthew Pressman, Jordan Mado, Isabel Martel, Than Chapman, John Keefe, and a special shout out to Avery Adams, who gamified my likeness to be the Psychopsyche's main character, the shadow of the selfie. All of these awesome hypostatic humans have contributed to the realization of our studio's vision over the course of our polychromatic production, and we are endlessly indebted to your support. Through the RIT Research Symposium, Hypostatic Studios hopes to display and proliferate the abundance of information we have accumulated across our development and production experiences at RIT's Magic Spell Studios. This includes collaboration between the School of Interactive Games and Media and the Colleges of Art and Design, journalism, physics, psychology, and so many other on-campus resources in order to create the holistic vision of a perfect year. We would immensely appreciate your support by visiting our studio website at hypostaticstudios.com and viewing our myriad digital creations for didactic aims through our various on-site portals. Thank you for watching from all of us hypostatic humans at RIT, and remember to think outside the self towards the truth.